there, welcome back to Beauty Bees. I'm Iris, and today I'm going to be doing my first update for my project to polish. I have sort of two parts to this project. The first part that we're going to go through are two polishes that I'm trying to finish this. So the first two polishes that I pulled in are both from the Sally Hansen Insta-Dry line. I have quite a few of these polishes. I really like them, but I probably don't need to have like 30. So we're trying to cut down a little bit. And let's talk about this one first. This is Sonic Bloom. I think it might be pulling red on camera. In reality, it's a very vibrant hot pink. I really like this on my toes year round. I have also used it on my fingers at least once in the past month or so. I wasn't able to make a new line on this, but I am just a hair below my old line. I don't think I have a ton of use left in this. This label is a little bit lower than a lot of the other Sally Hansen labels are, but I have quite a bit of experience with this brand of nail polish, and I know that once you get to around here in the bottle, it's very difficult to get any color out. The brush doesn't quite go to the bottom. It gets kind of goopy and gunky. It's just, I know this will not be a bottle that I can like completely finish, and I'm fine with that. The other polish that I'm trying to finish is a topper. This is from the Insta-Dry Prismatic Shine line, and I could probably have actually made a new line, I'm realizing, because I am quite a bit below that purple line. You're going to notice that there are things that could be marked but aren't, or things that are getting rolled in this video that already have a couple of uses on them. I filmed this video last week and I didn't have any time to look at the footage because I've been sick with coronavirus. I'm still sick with coronavirus. I'm just, feeling well enough to get through a video, and honestly kind of going stir crazy after 4 days of no human contact whatsoever. I didn't have a chance to look at the footage until today when I realized there was no sound whatsoever. Not sure how I even managed that, but I'm refilming today, but we're gonna talk about updated numbers, but I'm not going to mark things again because that just doesn't seem worthwhile. Anyway, back to the polish. I love this polish. I think it is absolutely stunning. It looks great over blues, over greens, over purples. I have it swatched on this nail ring over a few different shades. I have it over this light blue, this gray. I'm not sure that it looks that great over this gray, but I might have to give it a try on my actual nails. Here it is over a green, which I think looks lovely, and then over a purple. And all of these, I've just swatched it over like these upper half of the nail, the part closest to the tip, and I'm really a fan of this. I think it is a beautiful topper. I love that it doesn't tend to change the color of the polish too much, though it can if you put it over a black. It just gives the most beautiful sparkle, and I think it just looks enchanting in the bottle. It's such a good nail polish. I don't know why Sally Hansen discontinued this line. I mean, I'm sure that it was always intended to be a limited edition line, but the toppers in there are so pretty. I think that they should add them to their permanent lineup because they're really good. Those were the two polishes in this project that I am trying to finish. I also wanted to mention that I am working on two polishes in another project. I would have brought this up in the intro, but I completely forgot. So in my 30 by 30 project pan, which I will absolutely link up in the cards if you are interested, I am working on my two most expensive polishes, I think, at least at the time that I started that project about a year ago at this point. these were my two most expensive polishes. So I have one from Sundays in number 35, which is like a navy with a couple drops of teal in it. And then I have this gold flaky topper from People of Color. And I won't be updating on those in this project because, I mean, they're not in this project. But I am trying to keep those in mind when I'm making my selections for the month. I try to have something that I could wear under this. If I am maybe bringing in another topper, I try to see if it could maybe be something I could wear over this one. So just know that that's in the back of my mind when I'm selecting some of these polishes. And that brings us to the usage portion of this project. There are 6 nail polishes that I am trying to get to 4 uses each that are in the project at any time. I thought that that would be a good number for me to get a good sense of how I like the polish, try it a couple of different ways, while also allowing me to really rotate through a lot of polishes. My goal is to move about 3 out of the project every month, so to keep most polishes in for about 2 months. And I think that's going to work out pretty well for me based on my first month's results, because I will be rolling 3 out. But actually, it probably makes more sense to talk about the ones that are rolling out first. So, number 1, we have this really lovely silvery pink from Essie. This is S'il vous plaît, and I have it swatched here on the nail ring. From certain angles, this looks absolutely sheer, and from certain angles, it looks opaque. It is this almost chrome finish, silvery pink. It's such an interesting color. I really like it. And on my actual nail, because, you know, my nails are not made of clear plastic, I can build this up to opacity in 3 coats. I can get pretty close in 2. Sometimes I just decided at 2 that I was good and we were going to roll with it. I probably wouldn't wear this very often as a full manicure. It's just very chrome. I think it's interesting, but I don't love the finish on myself. But I loved mixing this with a hollow glitter topper. I thought that was really fun. I also did some nail art that I completely forgot to take a picture of, where I used this and then Bahama Mama from Essie, which we'll get to in a second here. And I put this all over the nail, and then I painted like the upper half of my nail with Bahama Mama. I thought that was so cute, and I got a lot of compliments on it. So I guess other people thought it was cute too, but probably not something that I'll be using for a full manicure super often. In any case, I have reached my 4 uses, so this one will be rolling out. Another one that I reached 4 uses on is from We Are Fluide. And can you see the fill line on this one? I actually have like some decent usage on this, and I'm really quite pleased with that, because it's hard to make a good dent in some nail polish. Here is a swatch of that. It looks like I also have Cosmic Blue swatch on the tip of this. That was the Sally Hansen shade that I showed earlier. It is a little bit patchy on the nail ring, however, on my nails, again, not made of clear plastic. It looked really even and smooth after 2 coats. This is a really pretty polish. It has just a little bit of scattered hollow glitter. I really don't notice it unless I have top coat on and I'm out in the sun. Then it has a nice little sparkle to it. Otherwise, I think that it just sort of adds to the glow and stops this from feeling flat. It's a really pretty polish. I love these sort of blue-green shades. I mean, clearly I really like blue and green nail polish. I mean, there's what, 5 on this nail ring? Something like that. and this is a good one. I don't think that the We Are Fluid formula is top notch, and I don't love that you only get a 10 ml bottle, though realistically, am I going to use up a full bottle of nail polish regularly without, actively panning it? Probably not. But the color itself is really, really cute. I'm like 80% better from COVID, but I am still struggling to get through this video. Oh my goodness. The third polish that I will be able to roll out is again from Essie. I rolled in quite a bit of Essie in this first round. I don't have that much Essie in my collection, but I was really feeling those when I was pulling these colors. So this is from their Expressy line, and this is the shade Dial It Up. I love this. I love this formula. I think it is lovely. It is ready for the second coat by the time you're done applying the first coat. I do find that I need 2 coats, but I don't even care because the color is beautiful. I love a good blue purple, and this one's just so fun. It looks good on the fingers, it looks good on the toes, it looks good with or without toppers, it looks good with or without top coat, which I think is fabulous. And I don't know, this kind of grapey blue purple shade just makes me so, so happy. And the formula on this is so nice. There is a little bit of like subtle purple shimmer running through it. Again, COVID brain. But it doesn't really show up prominently on the nail. It's sort of like the hollow glitter in this We Are Fluid polish. I think it's just adding to the glow, to the shine. It's probably why this nail polish still looks good without top coat on, but I just love it. I think it's so nice, and these really do dry quickly. I know I said earlier that by the time you're done with coat 1, you're ready for coat 2, but also you are pretty safe after about 10 minutes going back to otherwise normal activities without worrying too much that you're going to mess up your nails. There are the shades that are going to be rolling out. For these shades that are going to be sticking around for another month, first we have Lady Holiday from Color Club. This is a really subtle, like sagey gray-green. Here it is on my swatch wheel. I like this color. I just have like 4 of this color. It's a color that I feel looks really unique and really interesting in the bottle, but I'm just drawn to this shade over and over again because I always think, oh, that's so pretty and it looks so unique and interesting in the bottle. So I have one from Sally Hansen. I have this one. I believe that I have one from Zoya that's like basically the same color but with a little bit of blue shimmer in it. I really like this. It's beautiful. This is the kind of color that I personally would stick to my fingernails mainly. I just prefer things that are a little brighter on my toes. I have worn this, goodness, why do I stack things on top? I've worn this twice so far. So 2 more uses to go, and I think I should be able to do that in the next month. The next polish is a neutral. This is from Sinful Colors, and it's called Taupe is Dope. It is, as you would guess, a taupe, though I think I called it a gray earlier in this video. It is the polish that I have swatched right here. It is a really pretty neutral. I just haven't been feeling neutral nails super often recently. I really do like having a neutral in this project, or at least I think that I want to continue to have a neutral in this project because sometimes, you just don't want a blue-purple shimmery shade. Sometimes a neutral is sort of important. I've only worn this once, so I have 3 more uses before I can roll it out, but I want to at least get to 3 uses this month, so 2 in the month of February, and then maybe I can roll this out in the early April update. I think that would be a good goal for me. And then the last polish that I am still working on is from Essie. This is a mini of Bahama Mama. I'm wearing it today. It is the deeper shade. I feel like this just looked brown on me. In person, this looks like a cherry cordial brown or like a cherry dark chocolate. Like you can tell that there's a little bit of red in it, but it looks mainly brown. However, in the bottle, I always feel like this is going to look so much more like purple berry. I don't know, something about my skin tone doesn't play super well with this polish to come out the color that it is in the bottle. However, I really do like the color. Let me show you it on the swatch ring. It is this beautiful shade right here, which I guess, yeah, you can kind of tell that it has that reddish purple to it, but on my skin it looks super vampy. No idea how they came to the name Bahama Mama. It doesn't feel tropical at all to me, but it is pretty, and I've really enjoyed wearing this. This is my third use, so I have one more use to go, and especially in February with Valentine's Day coming up, I do not see getting that one use to be a problem at all. So really quick, before we finish the video, let's introduce the 3 polishes that I am rolling in for 4 uses. So the first one, I'm already halfway to my goal on. This is Pink Blink from Sally Hansen. It is the pink that I have on my nails today. Here it is swatched out. I always think of this color as like an Easter Bunny's nose pink, and I know that's not a super helpful color description, but that's just what I picture every time I look at this bottle. I think that it's very pretty, it's very fun. I've already gotten to 2 uses on it because I've worn it on my toes and I've worn it on my fingers. I don't see 4 uses being a problem at all for this shade. And you know what? I actually haven't had this for very long. I shook it up while I was doing this. But I'm all the way down to like here, and I've had this for I think just over a year. I didn't think I was such a big fan of these like strawberry milkshake pinks, but apparently I am. The next shade that I have is from Nails Inc. I believe that this is the only Nails Inc. polish that I have, but I really like this. This is Regent's Place, and I buy this polish over and over again too. It's a lot like Lady Holiday in that way. I see these periwinkle blues and I'm like, yep, you are going to come home with me. And I really do like these shades. There's a reason why I buy them over and over and over again. But because I buy them over and over again, this particular shade at least has not gotten a whole lot of use from me. Here it is swatched out. This one is a little bit more on the blue side than a lot of the periwinkles that I find. I think a lot of those more evenly straddle the line between blue and purple. I feel like this one is definitely leaning towards blue. It's so pretty. I think this will be great for spring. I have not worn this yet. I mean, I have worn the polish before, but as far as my 4 uses for this project, I have not used it, and I'm looking forward to it. I think this will be great, especially once we get into like the first part of March, and I just want it to be spring. I'm emotionally prepared for it to be spring already. I think that this is going to be a fun color. And then finally, the last shade is from China Glaze. This is Star Hopping. Now on the nail wheel, I put 3 coats of this, and while I think it's looking pretty close to opaque on camera, at certain angles when I'm looking at this, I just see like glitter chunks and bare nail. On my nails, the way that I have worn this in the past is either putting 3 coats on, which is what I ended up doing for this swatch ring, and I don't really love that, or I will put it over like a black or a blue. This is kind of what I was thinking about when I pulled these. I have worn this combo, actually I just took it off this morning before I painted my nails with this. It's really lovely. It looks, rather than star hopping, like looking into the sky. I was thinking of this as looking into the ocean. Like if you had a flashlight and you were diving, I feel like it kind of reflected the way you might see treasure at the bottom of the ocean glimmering back at you. That was a fanciful description, but I think it gives you an idea of what it looks like. I am up to 1 use on that. So the only one of the polishes that I currently don't have any use on, of the ones that I am just rolling into this project, is Regent's Place. And this will probably be my next manicure. So I think that this was a good update. I think that next month is going to be an even better update because I feel like I've already made a lot of progress on even the new polishes that I'm bringing in. Let me know if you are doing a project polish this year and how it's going. I hope it is absolutely fabulous. I hope you're having a really good time with it. And please consider liking and subscribing if you enjoyed this video. Thank you guys again for watching, and I hope I see you all next time. Bye!